it already.
Pop. Pop, pop. Pop. Pop, pop. Pop. Pop, pop. Pop. Pop.
Okay. Hello and welcome to Misfits and Monsters. I'm your scary neighbourhood dungeon master. God damn it!
That was impressive.
I'm sorry. You weren't sitting next to him.
That's the first live belch we've had.
It vibrated.
No, wait, I belched a few weeks ago. Anyway, I'll start again. I'm Aaron, your scary neighbourhood dungeon master, and I have a bunch of uncouth misfits with me today. Yeah, that can't control their bodily expulsions.
Oh man!
Because they are not potty trained.
You should not look down here. It's horrible.
And they're going to tell you about their characters and who they are with their pre-prepared introduction materials that they always have ready. All of them, every single one of them. Maybe I should offer an incentive. You get inspiration if you manage to complete an introductory
rhyme
or anything, limerick, anything. Anyway, let's go with someone that I know is always ready, unless he surprises me this week, and that will be Mike.
Oh. Oh, you're thinking, who's he talking about? I thought he was talking about me.
No, I thought he was talking about Haz. I was like, yeah, Haz
is the one that actually is always.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Impression of it.
Yeah. He's the only one of us who's prepared.
I thought it was just like, the sarcasm was so embedded, like that. So it must mean me because I'm never fucking ready.
Hello.
Well, the spotlight is shining. On my playing Ezra. I came up with a
no.
portmanteau.
Sit down.
He's a Barladin. Paladard.
The Paladard.
I like Paladard.
He's a Paladard. Yeah, he's kicking it with this rabble. I think he's falling on tough times. He was once a beautiful man, living a good life, going tavern to tavern, entertaining the masses. Now there's no one to entertain this sewer except floating turds.
We're here, man.
Are you calling the rest of the misfits
he's
floating
turds? We've proven I don't float.
They all float down here.
Well, thanks, Mike.
Good.
Max, you're next.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm Max. I play about 15 characters. Got PTSD.
Man Rising.
Just memorising all the different voices that I have to do. I currently play a character called Bog, and a character called Grog, and switching between them is a nightmare. End me.
End me.
my God.
I tried.
Oh.
You survived.
Yeah, that could. Your suffering could have been over, but you chose to live. Which is funny enough what my therapist tells me.
Okay, thanks, Max. Cat.
Oh.
She's not prepared either.
I am. I was just trying to mix up the thing a bit before I say it. But no, I'm just going to read the same thing that I usually do. So I play Kayla. She's a lilac-skinned tiefling with an affinity for fire. Her combined prowess, whips and flames, makes her a formidable part of the Misfits. Like with anything that runs in her way, she distracts herself. Well, she's not really distracting herself from her past anymore. She's trying to get back to the past. But how long until we can actually get there? We've got to save the past to save the future.
The
This is
future
true.
of the past of the future.
Excellent. Thank you,
What I
Cat.
got today.
Okay, Pat. Why not have you go next, eh?
Okay. Well, I'm Pat, and I play Sif, our less than zen punchy boy.
Punch boy.
Punchy steely boy, who's kind of fallen from grace with his god Ilmater, who's as you may have known, a god of suffering. And Sif does everything to avoid suffering and enrich himself these days.
We take you there.
Yeah,
We take you there.
you definitely bring the suffering, but Sif is ready to be the only person who tries to open a door before kicking it in somehow.
We can't open doors.
Ah,
Have you not played this game before?
Murder hobos.
Murder hobos.
Yeah,
Door
sorry.
kickers.
That's all I got.
Craig, yeah, you're up.
Next time I'm gonna write a rap, I promise.
I'll just go back to my default one. I play Cray Cray, a big pink scaled whirlwind of toothed claws and axe-bladed jaws. Exiled from his homeland, Cray Cray is the original murder hobo. He likes long walks in the Underdark, laying in a bed of leaves, and talking to his best friend and axe Wilson. He's looking for evil in all the wrong places. Desperate to redeem himself for releasing a great terror onto the realm, he's thrown his lot into joining the Misfits. There we go.
Thank you. Wonderful.
That was a way back backstory. I need to improve on that one.
I just keep adding lines every week.
He
You'll all be reading like
picked up a bone.
2 sheets of A4 before we even begin the game every session.
Yeah, the game's gonna start at 10 to 10.
Yeah, we even later starting than we usually are. Okay, that just leaves our has. Our has.
It's our has.
Our has, isn't it?
It's me, hasn't it? It really is. Hello, I'm Haz. For a blind date introduction to actually now talking like Silverback. That gave me an idea for an intro. I said a black style intro.
Oh god.
Oh man,
Right.
I'm scared.
Hello, I'm Haz. I play our blast from the past curse casting enthusiast, Rumble, the currently Terminator harassed Dwarfing Mast, featured not so bravely alongside this ensemble cast.
How does he do it?
Here to once again miscast spells in places you really shouldn't, like a suitcase.
Nice.
True.
Lovely.
MF has.
Lovely.
MF has.
Worthless.
All caps when you say the man name.
Okay, so brief recap. You are still in the sewers, having escaped from the surface of the megatropolis that has become Waterdeep, now redubbed the Hydro Heights, in a distant future of the world of Faerun. You, after a couple of encounters, navigating your way under the subterranean labyrinth, you discovered a forking path. The right hand side goes towards an area that lies beneath the Embassy of Enlightenment, which is somewhere that you are eventually going to have to try and break into, because it apparently contains directions to one of the magical artifacts that you've been cast into the future to retrieve, to bring back to the past to help fight against the invasion of gargantuan monstrosities that destroyed the world, which you failed to prevent. Here you are.
Hello.
Boom.
That was easy.
Yeah, and deciding not to risk antagonizing the automaton guards that were surrounding the subterranean levels of the Embassy of Enlightenment, you decided to go left, but unfortunately you failed to sneak past the opening and escape the attention of one of the sentries there, which pursued you through the sewer and across a bridge into a disguised entrance into a further, deeper subterranean complex beneath the sewer levels. So you are currently running down some steps, deeper and deeper into the depths of this labyrinth, with this creature, this automaton with a single large eyeball chasing after you. Now, one of you erected a wall to try and prevent it from pursuing you, but it's slowly smashing its way through and seems pretty relentless in its pursuit. So that's where we're at. I believe we're still in initiative. Are we? So
I'm gonna have to roll initiative because
you weren't here last session.
Yeah, I had a bit of a bit of a bad time last week.
Well, that's
Refresher.
all right, Pat. You're here now. So
Yeah, let's do.
cue the music, and it's Cray Cray's turn. So
I need to roll initiative.
oh yeah, go ahead.
It's my turn, is it?
Hold on. Let me just do my initiative and you can go. That's 5.
5. Great.
Oh no, sorry, 8.
8.
I have +4 to initiative now.
So we know that attacking this thing, barely anything makes a dink in it. It can see through darkness.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I get that now.
I'm hesitant to threat with actual electricity against it.
What did it have? Did it have resistance to physical or magical?
It seemed to have resistance to pretty much everything, as far as you could tell.
I'll be right back. I need to use the toilet.
Plus, obviously, magic is a bit more risky for us right now. So it's called wild magic. Basically.
I think the last result we can do is use wild magic to just hope something not sick or whatever.
Wild magic, you say?
But I've lost it. If you want,
I have some wild magic. It never works out well. I always end up vomiting slugs. Or a cow falls out the sky and kills somebody. That was good. Remember that? Those were simple times.
So, I mean, you can continue to run away and try to escape it, because it's currently stuck behind a stone wall that it can't squeeze through as yet. So
Let's do that.
it's
This
up
thing,
to you, really.
this thing's like a fucking juggernaut. And Bog and Grog are up.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
I don't think we can take it out, but the problem is
It might follow us.
this seemed like a hidden place, and I'm worried we're like revealing.
yeah, we just bring the party to them. Whatever it is.
I mean, I can put the dome,
I've got it, gang. Craig didn't think of this, but Craig did. Can we make an illusion that's like a really like litigious legal sign that it would be like it would have to follow the rules of it?
Maybe.
Like put an illusion where it's like by order of thing you must not proceed past this point in the this passageway, you know, not the door, but you know, and say please redirect yourself back. Can anyone do anything that would like whoop?
So you would need comprehend languages, but then you would need to cast an illusion so you could understand the
Well,
language.
there was a sign on the door that said "Do not open."
There was, wasn't there?
So we could like make an illusion of another door with the sign on it. Because I'm just thinking like we don't know what the the rules and stuff are, so we wouldn't be able to be like, oh, by the lore of this thing that we don't know about, but we could just copy the door that was there.
Yeah, so we might have bought ourselves like a bit of time because Bramble made this wall. It's taking time to like chip away at.
Like if we just do it a bit further down the corridor.
Yeah.
As it gets past that wall.
Or just give it like multiple, doors to open.
Oh, like I was thinking more Scooby Doo.
Who's behind door number 1?
In Takashi's castle, you were in the
that thing we had all those doors.
maze.
That was always really funny.
Potato.
Ooh! Well, that's cute.
That is cute.
Oh my god, its eyes are in between its mouth.
It's a bean.
It's cute. Kawaii.
Okay. So what are you doing then, Cray?
Sorry, I got distracted by a glowing thing.
You're easily distracted.
Oh, it's like the Shankara stone.
Is this path metal?
No, it's all stone going down at least well over 100 feet down into the depths.
How wide is the path?
10 feet.
Oh, I'm out of the spell as well, right?
What spell?
The stop spell.
I can't remember what happened.
Is that still in effect? Because I think Gog
Yes.
was out.
Yeah, they relieved you of that.
Okay,
last
yeah.
session.
Oh, that's right, yeah. So I think we were trying to leave. That was the plan, wasn't it? Because you were dragging me away last week. Yeah.
And then we just got to the point where you were going to start walking down.
But we just need to make sure this thing doesn't pursue us. So so Cray will ask all like, does anyone make an illusion to confuse it? It likes rules. And
What are
I
you doing?
walk away.
I mean, dialogue's a free action.
Yeah.
What are you actually physically or otherwise doing on your turn?
I'm just backing up down this corridor, ready for if it does come through the wall to kind of help my team, but I can't cast any spells.
Okay.
Nothing helpful anyway.
So you're just kind of readying an attack in retaliation
in case he does manage to get through.
Okay, so it's Bramble's turn now.
I guess I'm heeding what Chris said and try to picture that door that we saw before entering here with a sign. And if everyone was to run past, I could cast a major image. Yeah, because it's 20-foot cube, and I think minor illusion is only 5-foot cube. So I cast major image to erect a wall made of the same brick of the one around us with that sign.
Okay. What you're erecting it in front of the existing wall, or
further down, if there's like a bend or like if Quaker's run around the corner. Well, is it like a?
So I guess there's the robot, there's the wall that's trying to break through, so just a little bit further along from the wall it's trying to break through, I think was the idea.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. So describe to me what this illusion consists of then. What does it look like?
So I was thinking it looks like using the same bricks as the wall currently around us.
Yeah.
But with that sign from.
Well, it was the door. It was the exact door with the sign on, right?
It wasn't the door though. It was just the.
I thought the door had the sign on.
It did. The door had the sign on.
Well,
You're right.
Then the door with the sign.
Okay. Right. So, yep. So that manifests in front of the thing. Anything else on your turn?
Probably because that's concentration up to 10 minutes. And it's a range of 120 feet, so I'm just going to be backwards 120 feet.
Okay. So you just go in your full range of movement down the stairs while maintaining that illusion.
Yeah, just
Cool.
fingers crossed, just like.
You got faith.
Okay, Grogbog. What's your
Sometimes that's all.
what are you up to?
I'm gonna just continue. I'm gonna run as fast as Grog can down this passage.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do 100 feet of movement.
Holy shit.
Okay. So I mean, I would say that you'll probably make it near to the bottom. So as you're descending further and further, a dim light becomes brighter and larger at the where the steps end, and you can see a passageway on your left hand side leading into another, what could be another area from the staircase, but it also curves right as well, so but that area isn't as brightly lit. So there's a right hand side passageway which is about 20 feet or 30 feet away from the left hand side passageway, which is only like maybe 40 feet away from the end of the stairs. So you make it to the bottom of the stairs and you're in this passageway looking at a light shining through a passageway on the left and a dimmer light shining through from the passageway on a right further down.
Can I see anything else? Is there like
no, nothing else at the minute.
Is it just like rough stone walls? Or
Yeah, it's all like stone blocks, flagstone floors.
Okay, well I'll wait for the others to kind of catch me up before I go any further.
Okay. Okay, so Ezra, what are you doing?
So it's an illusion, isn't it?
Yes.
With that, you rolled a 60.
What do that?
Oh fuck!
Yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Well
I forgot.
remembered, dude.
Sorry, I didn't know whether it was like going to.
Thanks for catching that, Mike. DM's helper.
What do you get? 22. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you do that without a hitch.
Seeing that, I'm thinking, good work. Best thing to do now is get out of here. So I'll let it. Now I could cast the spell to run faster, but I don't think that's a good idea right now. So my ordinary 60 feet.
Okay, so
Ways behind. So I just see them like pacing off at like lightning speed ahead of me.
so like you make it down the stairs, and you're very near the bottom, seeing like Grogbog standing and waiting for you guys to catch up to him. So I mean, you're like 10 feet away from the end of the staircase. And then is that it for you, Ezra? You're just
I think so, yeah.
okay.
I
So
guess maybe, yeah.
so the construct attacks the wall again. So this wall that you've erected, Bramble, did that require concentration to sustain, or does it just stay there until it's destroyed?
I stayed there until it's destroyed.
Okay, and did you made a note of the AC and HP?
It's
didn't you?
taking some damage on
Yeah. So it misses with its first attack, I think, because that's only a 14. What's its AC?
I don't think it was that high.
It's a wall, you wouldn't expect to be hard to hit.
Misfits. We do have problems with inanimate objects.
The thing is that I always get confused with whether armor class is supposed to be representing how easy it is to hit something or how like tough it is. And I think the problem is it's a bit of both.
That's always been my assumption, that it's like a low column A, low column B.
The AC is 15. Sorry.
Okay, so it doesn't really make a significant impact upon it with its first attack. However, it has one other attack, and that is
Point of weakness, isn't it?
that's a 13, and it still doesn't increase any of the cracks or the gap that it's staring at you all through. It doesn't seem to be remotely interested in the illusion that you've cast at the moment.
Can it even see the the illusion's on its side, is it?
Yeah. And that's its turn over with. So it's now Sif's turn.
Okay. Can you paint the situation a little bit better for me, so
Yeah.
I have a better understanding of where I'm at? So we are in this room, running away from this creature that's not very easy to even hit. We tried hit. We're like barricaded a door, correct?
No.
Okay, I'm not understanding.
You're
We've erected a magical
barrier.
Yeah, you're on a stone staircase leading like over 100 feet down into some complex below the sewer level that you emerged into it from, and the creature pursued you past an illusory door that said that like no off,
Yeah, that's what.
etc etc. So what Bramble has done is he's erected a stone wall at the top of the staircase to prevent it from, or to slow it down from pursuing you. It's smashed a hole in it, but it's not a big enough hole for it to fit its entire, because it's like a large construct. So it's just looking at you through the hole and then attacking the wall in an effort to try and break through, which it has failed to do so far.
Okay.
And so you're all gathered on the steps at various points. So it's up to you in what order you're standing on the steps with the others. So I mean, Grog's at the bottom. Ezra is nearly at the bottom of these stairs. I would say probably Bramble is probably nearer the top in order to cast those
spells. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Cray is probably a short distance behind Bramble, waiting to attack if the construct breaks through. And Kayla will be somewhere between them.
That doesn't sound like.
Unicorn that vanished.
I mean, it doesn't sound like there's much that I can do. I mean, like when it comes to Civ,
See if it falls with the thing or not.
I'm just trying to think what I can do. Like I can't really.
And you've seen your strongest teammates like barely make a scratch on this thing after attacking it with
Yeah, like it does not take kindly to any
physical and magical attacks.
What was Seth do?
What would Sif do? Run away? Easily. It's better to be a coward and fight another day than die a hero. But we're kind of in a pickle. Normally I would have just abandoned you guys, but
You are less than
Oh,
Zen.
yeah. Look, I'm slowly evolving my character into different directions. I will eventually rewrite him and put him as a half rogue. I really need to do that. Fuck. I'm gonna write that down in a minute. Right. Well, Sif doesn't really have much that he can do, because I am very much a physical fighter, and if it does not take any
What's your stealth like?
my stealth, that's a good question. It should be pretty good. No, that's actions, skills. My stealth's +4.
Could always go ahead down the corridor.
That's exactly what Sif would do. Okay, so
Head.
Sif gets kind of because he's able to, he takes a run over on the wall and runs over everyone's heads.
Okay.
And then starts running down the stairs, and he just shouts, "I'm gonna see what's ahead! You guys hold on!"
Okay.
And he disappears into the darkness.
Okay, so like you run past Ezra and Grog waiting at the bottom down the passageway at the end of the stairs.
Yep.
And so, what's your full range of movement if you dash? What is it?
50. Oh, dash.
Yeah, is it?
So my movement is 55.
So it would be
double.
110.
Yeah, 110. Yeah.
So you're just a little bit ahead of Grog and Bog. So, and you can see that light at the end, like on the left-hand side, shining onto the flagstones out of an open doorway. So Kayla, it's your turn. So
Okay.
you're still on the steps, I'm assuming. Is that right?
I'm also going to back up. I'm going to use as much movement
have a-
to get to where Grog is.
Okay.
That's cool.
So
Okay.
it'll be 60 for me, I think, dash.
Okay. So you get like 3/4 of the way down the steps, you know, with a short flight left to for you at the bottom. So Cray, you still like staying at the back in case?
I'll stay at the back just in case
Yeah.
shit goes south.
Okay.
Probably
gonna go
me
find
trying to
a
help, but I'm just running away.
So yeah, you're like 3/4 of the way down now as well, roughly. You know, just like keeping an eye on the thing trying to smash through the wall, readied to attack if needs be. Bramble, what are you doing? You still
I think I'm gonna also like dash.
okay? So what would your total movement be? About, is it 60? What is it?
Yeah, 60. I'm gonna
Okay, yeah. So you're about like halfway down, like just a little bit further ahead of Cray.
I'm panting, just like, cardio is not my best suit. It's pretty aware. Straw just flinging everywhere behind me. Just like, oh, let's try like sleeve, just staying there.
So yeah, Grogbog, you're in this passageway looking at this light shining through from an open portal on the left. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna go towards this shining portal. And can I make it just a check to see if I see anyone around?
Yeah, go for it. Do a perception check if you want.
Got to put a.
Sorry.
Uh, 10.
10. Okay, so I mean,
I see it.
you don't hear or see anything, but you note that a lot of trash and debris is littering the floor, like gathered around the base of the walls at the sides of the passage, and it consists of all sorts of like mechanical components that have just been discarded, that are rusting or buckled and damaged. But on the walls, you see that they're adorned with bas-reliefs that once depicted dwarves carrying supplies, but the faces of the dwarves have been chipped away and replaced with cartoonish goblin heads drawn in like coal and other more unsavoury substances.
Okay, I'll push on towards the portal, just keeping like sort of wits about me.
Okay.
Can't be surprised anyway.
Okay, yeah, so as you get closer towards the portal, you start hearing faint banging sounds, like like something, like it sounds like construction work to you.
Drums in the deep.
And there are like voices emanating underneath that as well.
And is that all towards the portal?
Yeah, it's coming from an area beyond that.
Are there any sort of like rooms with a shining light over the?
No, other than that, the light shining from that portal. That's all you can see, unless you stick your head around that to look in, which you could do on this turn if you wanted to.
Okay, is the portal's not is opaque then? I see the-
You say it again. The portal is what?
Is the portal opaque? You can't see through it.
It's just an open doorway. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Sorry, I thought it was like some map.
No, sorry. I forget that when you use the word portal in D&D, it has totally different connotations.
Wait, there's a portal?
I'll peek my head through.
Oh, like
the door.
a church
Okay.
portal.
So, yeah, so as you poke your head through, you see a similar scene of trash and debris littering like a small room, probably 30 by 30 feet in size. And more of those bas-reliefs follow around into this area. And the banging noises get louder from another open passageway on the left-hand side, about 10 feet away from where you've looked in, that leads down another long passage, which has one large open doorway leading from it from the right-hand side into another area, about 50 feet away, and then at the further end there seems to be another large opening leading elsewhere as well. So nothing of any particular interest other than the
Okay, I wait for the others to kind of come down, and I peer back out from that doorway, and I sort of explain that the drumming's coming. The drumming's coming from down the hallway. It's really long. There's a door opening 50 feet and some other measurements.
So detailed.
Okay.
Okay, so
There's some backstory.
Oh.
so Ezra, you hear this? What do you do? Your turn next.
I mean, can't go back.
Can't go over it. Can't go under it.
So did oh gosh, I've forgotten your character's name, Pat.
Sith.
Sith, did he actually go on ahead?
Slightly, very slightly.
Like he's just a bit behind Grogbog now, like running along the wall, maybe still.
No, on the floor.
You're on the floor.
He doesn't want to. He's not a show off.
But Grog has obviously like rushed on ahead because he was a bit ahead of Sith
Yeah.
anyway.
Has he stopped now?
Excuse me.
Bless you.
I finished in the middle of my movement, so I would say
So
that.
you're still running. What about Grog and Bog? Are you still running?
No, I've waited for you.
Alright, so I'll just catch up to Grog and just ask her, why are we waiting? What's the hold up?
You can hear the drumming down there. I don't know, probably goblins or something bad. Are they bad in the future? They were bad in the past.
I guess there's only one way to find out. It can't be worse
Are
than
you a
this thing
goblin?
chasing.
No, I'm just a goblin. What am I? A gnome. Very
Oh
different.
no.
Sorry. If this thing's
Casual-
good business, it'll
racism there.
All you people look the same.
they'll all get caught up fighting each other, and we can slip away. I think this is maybe good for us.
Maybe we can create some kind of alliance.
I've got some goblin skins in the bag from the skinwalker's place.
That's
The
sure
skin
to be
wearer.
good.
They'll make you look like goblins.
You're up the stairs.
Hi, I can hear you.
You have really good hearing.
I've got +5
Does
to
actually have
hearing.
pretty good hearing.
Let's get going. We can't wait. And I'll just push past. If they're actually not.
Oh.
If you're stopped, then I'll just keep
Yeah.
going. Push past.
So you enter into this small 30 by 30 like area beyond the opening, noting the trash on the floor and the bas reliefs, and again you know it's confirmed for what Boggart said. There's this long passageway leading out from this area, and about like 50 feet away from where you enter, there's an opening that leads beyond into another brightly lit area, and at the end of this passageway there's an even larger opening at least like 100 feet away from you, which appears to lead out into another large adjoining room. So you have two choices. You can either go into this nearer room or go all the way to the end and enter into that
Can
one.
I hear the drums now?
Yeah, you can hear all the loud banging and sounds of like conversation of some kind, though it's too indistinct to make out what
Okay.
or who.
Okay. I'd like to go in the direction that has the least noise.
Okay, so the least noise would be, so as you stalk down that passageway, which is lit by like sconces in the walls, the banging gets louder and so does the sound of the voices, but it's coming from that open offshoot room at the very end of the passageway. That's what you determine as you reach the entrance to the opening on the right that's closer, and as you peek through there you see that it leads into an even larger chamber beyond that appears to be some kind of vast hall, and it's full of like the sounds of people conversing and bartering. You can see lots of different types of people are milling about. It looks like, to the best that you could determine, like some kind of market.
Sounds fine. So I'll gesture for the rest of the group to come follow, and I'll wait for them here.
Okay. So the construct, still stuck behind this wall, is going to attempt to try and smash its way through again. What have I got that I can use? Okay. So Bramble, as you're watching this thing, mind you, can you see through your own illusion? Can you see through your own illusion?
Use your illusion.
Anyway, regardless, the thing blinks out of existence and then manifests in front of the wall, strides down the steps through the illusion, taking no note of it, like Terminator coming out of a fire, and it just like stomps towards you, and like dashes down the steps, so it can move 40 feet. So you're further than that down the passageway anyway, so it's probably like 10 feet away from you, like just stomping down the stairs towards you.
I'm gonna shout for Gregory.
Yeah.
Let's go! Let's leave! Time to go!
So, Sif, it's now your turn.
Okay, so
Maybe we should ask for help.
okay, so right, I need to stop eat this. Okay, so I am still ahead, so I assume that I can also hear the
Yeah,
sound
you
of
would
the
have
market.
heard all the things that, that I just described to Ezra and Grogbog.
Yeah, so you know, I catch up to Ezra, who somehow is in front of me.
Yeah.
I'm very puzzled by this, but I keep my mouth shut, and I kind of pause when I see the same thing, like just the marketplace.
Yeah.
But would I have heard shouting from behind us?
Probably, yeah.
Okay,
You
so
probably would have heard him say, "It's coming," like.
so I turn to Ezra and I say, I think we need to collapse the tunnel.
You tried that. You did that. That's what they did before at the top of the stairs. But it ran through the rubble before it could fully stop it. So there's no reason why it couldn't work again if you.
Right. Okay. So what we can do is, I'm quite fast, but I don't know if I would be able to in any way help expedite everyone else's escape. But we need to collapse the tunnel because A, this is clearly some kind of a black market, and probably our only chance at real interactions with someone who could help us, and B, this thing just does not stop. So what?
It absolutely won't stop
until you're dead. What do you think, Ezra?
Agreed.
I think that's the best option. Any suggestions for how we collapse the tunnel? I can try and use magic, but don't know if it'll be in time.
Shit. Let me think. Let me think. This music really puts like a
Pressure on
pressure on me.
Urgency,
Yeah, yeah.
I've got the caverns of Isengard. Like, which is also very tense. It's good.
What Lord of the Rings game is that from?
Yeah.
What is it from?
It's from the movie.
Oh, it's from the movies. Oh.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
Need to watch those again.
Fellowship's from Fellowship. Yeah, we keep saying we want to sit and like watch them again soon.
Okay, so here's what I can do. Because I'm able to run on walls, it will be easy for me to slip around this creature and maybe perhaps catch his attention, and I'm quick enough to be able to run back before the tunnel collapses, hopefully. So you get everyone out, I distract the creature, and then you guys figure out how the fuck to collapse the tunnel. This is the best thing I can come up with. on the spot.
It's a good option. I'll do my best in my turn.
It's like all patiently
Say that.
waiting for our time.
Just gotta communicate that to the rest of us now.
Okay, well in that case, I turn around and I sonic back.
Okay. You got to go fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so, I mean, you run towards the thing as it's stomping down the stairs towards Bramble and Cray Cray. That's your turn, though, really, like, unless you've got something you want to do as a bonus action. Or...
Well, let's just pretend that I already told everyone this is what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
So I don't have to. And
So,
that's it.
Kayla, you're, like I say, you were 3/4 of the way down the steps, and you're seeing it walk through Bramble's illusion as if it wasn't there, and closing in on him and Cray Cray. What do you want to do?
Okay, the plan.
Yeah, and you would have heard Sif running up the wall, shouting that at everybody, probably in some
Okay.
form or other.
Get out!
I'm going to, have I got...
Get to the chopper!
How far is it to get to, like, the other side of where we would want to collapse?
Well, you'll have to wait for Bramble and Cray Cray to get past you, unless you move up towards where they are and try to collapse the ceiling. It's basically 10 feet or so away from Bramble, and it'll
Basically, what I want to do is move into position, ready to collapse it, and then ready an attack.
Yeah, you can do that. So I mean,
Yeah.
you can collapse it from wherever you want to. Really, it's just up to you whether you could try and collapse the ceiling. I mean, depends on the range of whatever method you're going to use.
I mean, I'll probably just use a fireball again, but I just because I'm assuming there's people behind. Am I the last person?
No,
Or
no. Cray Cray and Bramble are in front of you. You're kind of like 3/4 of the way down the stairs, and they're a short distance away from you, about roughly halfway down.
Okay. I'm gonna move to the right side of, that we want to be on, of the spot that we want to collapse, and I'm going to wait there, and I'm going to ready a fireball for when everybody else pass through it.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's good.
I mean, hopefully at times that all of us just fling a load of shit and it just goes.
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Okay, that's good. Cray Cray, your turn. So what are you doing?
What can I do to help in this situation?
Moral support. Encouragement.
You can do it! Do you want me to hit something?
You can do it.
Um,
You can try hit something.
Tight in the wall.
Can you throw Wilson? Is there a chance you'll lose him if you do?
I would never throw Wilson. What are you talking about? It's my friend. Is there any goblin graffiti or anything around here?
No.
No signs or anything? No. Okay. Could I... Wow. What to do? I'm kind of useless. This involves spells. Where shall I stand where I can be most effective?
Do you have a hammer?
A hammer?
Yeah. Or
Let me
anything?
just check my equipment. Oh, I've got a really powerful hammer, but
You know the stone in the middle of a.
oh, I've got a hammer.
I assume it's a walkway that kind of arches. You know
Like
the
crowbar.
stones in the middle of the arch that keep the whole thing from collapsing on
Yeah,
itself.
keystone.
Yeah. You have a hammer, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll start attacking that then.
What? So how are you getting up there though?
How high is it?
It's probably like, I don't know, maybe 15 feet above you or something from the top, the angle of the stairs that you're standing on.
What's the wall surface like? Is it climbable?
You could probably try and scale it if you wanted
Yeah,
to.
I'll try and scale it and hit it with hammer many times.
Okay, make a climbing ability check. So strength athletics.
Is everybody through?
Well, I mean, have you moved other than, or are you just from where you are with near Bramble?
Wait,
are you,
have I got
Are you
inspiration?
scaling the wall where you are?
I've got inspiration. Nice.
you're just climbing up the wall from where you were standing on that step of the
Well, I'll
steps.
get into position to
Okay.
so I can do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my inspiration because that was a bullshit roll.
That was a bullshit roll.
Oh, that's better.
Oof.
It's 30 something.
Okay. So yeah, you scale up the vertical surface of the wall up to the point where it begins to curve into like an arch. So what do you want to do? I mean, that's pretty much your action, to be honest. That's so you're just in place with a hammer held, waiting to strike.
I'm wondering whether to use a hammer or just use Wilson because it just does loads of damage.
Probably be more effective to use Wilson.
Wilson he'd probably be happy to help in this dire situation. So, yeah. Yes,
okay.
that's right, Wilson. I'll do that.
Okay, so Bramble, you see Cray just scale the wall and get Wilson out, and it looks like he's poised to strike the load-bearing block of the arch ceiling
It's
above
gonna
you.
end badly.
What are you going to do?
Is he striking it with Wilson or with the axe?
He's
Oh,
using the
Wilson's
axe.
axe.
Wilson is the
Oh,
axe, yeah.
I thought you meant
In this plane.
yeah, I thought you meant the construct. For some reason, what her name? It's,
Meter?
Meter, yeah. For some reason in my head, you pulled out Meter to whack the broomstone. I'm like,
Be useful! Be
This is not what I
useful!
was designed for. Please desist.
Please,
um,
please no.
yeah, noticing what's happening here. Is he has Quaker struck the broomstone, or is he about to strike?
He's about to. He didn't have any action left in order to do that.
Yeah, you know, I'm still in the tunnel, so you kind of have to wait for me to not die, right?
Yes.
Oh, you behind us?
Yeah, because I'm there to like
Oh, yeah.
to distract this thing so you guys can escape.
Yeah,
'cause I'm the
Kayla and
fastest.
Sif are behind you. This thing is 10 feet away from you and bearing down upon you. The construct is 10 feet away from you on the steps above.
Okay, so I'm probably gonna run past Cray, turn around, and is it right if I ready in action?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna ready a spell. So like, okay, I understand what Cray is doing here. So I'm just gonna turn around, run past Cray. Like let's say there's maybe 10, 15, or 20 feet between myself, Cray, Broomstone, and whatever. So I'm just waiting for Sif to run my way, and we can cast some magic.
Ooh, thank you.
Well, I mean, there's no reason why you can't cast your magic on this turn because Sif and Kayla are behind you on the steps further down, and Cray's beside you. So, I mean, you could.
Oh, okay.
Are we all out? Are we all clear?
If we're all clear, then.
Yeah. You could target the area above the construct, which is 10 feet away from you, and if you wanted to, or the construct.
We have that many destructive spells, but I'm trying to think of what's the most
Not a
destructive
problem
one.
for me.
That's alright. I have flaming sphere, which I've
There we
never
go.
done.
Oh.
So I'm gonna summon. Yeah, I'm gonna cast flaming sphere, which is a 5-foot diameter sphere with fire, appears in occupied space, and I'm just gonna aim it at that broomstone and all those crazy.
Okay.
Let's hope I don't hit cray.
Okay. So, remember you need to do a spell casting ability check in order to do any magic.
Oh, not 20.
Nice.
Sick.
Bloody hell. Okay, yep, so that goes off fine, no penalty. So you're firing at an inanimate object. Do you have to make a spell attack in order to use the spell, or is it just an instantaneous
No,
effect?
because it's. I think you can. The idea is like you move the whole idea of
Yeah.
you could move it around
Yeah.
and whack it into things.
So you just manifest this ball of fire and shoot it at the ceiling above the construct, and it's an inanimate object, so unless you have to roll to attack, it's an auto hit. So roll your damage.
Yep. Actually, I'm sure we're doing this.
Very dramatic.
That's 15 points of fire damage.
15. Okay, so the ball starts to sear, chip, and split the block, but it's not enough to completely completely shatter it at the minute. But it's working its way at that block next, like a few feet away from Cray Cray.
I'm helping.
So Grogbog, it's your turn now. You're in that small room a short distance away from where Ezra and Sif had travelled down the passage from.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow them down the passageway.
Okay, so
kind of keep paces with them.
Okay, so you join Ezra standing in that nearer offshoot opening, and look down another passageway leading out of that into this huge hall that appears to house a bustling marketplace, like some kind of underground black market, full of all sorts of people.
All sorts of people.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna drop my metal disguise that I'm still wearing.
Okay.
Oh shit! Yeah.
And I'm just gonna walk in.
Okay, so as you walk in, you find yourself in like a vast chamber, 60-foot high ceiling, and it's at least like 100 feet wide by maybe nearly 200 feet long. It's huge, and there's loads of vendors of various kinds, with their stalls set up in the middle of this vast hall. And there are guards that stand in pairs near each exit leading out from it. So as you emerge into this area, you note that there's two burly-looking armoured figures that their armour doesn't look like the type that you're used to seeing where you come from. It's like the shapes of it are unusual, and it's more streamlined. Doesn't look like it's made from like iron or steel. It's a lot more lightweight looking and less no rivets or anything like that. Imagine body armor. You're basically looking at like some variant of techie looking body armor, and some of their like as you like glance at them, and you do a double take because one of their eyes is
It's a
has been
Borg!
completely replaced with
We'll be
what
assimilated.
look like glowing red, almost insect-like glass eyes that glow with an inner red light, and it appears to be sort of fused to the flesh, where the line of this like metallic implant is. It bores into the skin.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
Yeah.
I've seen you in a play before. You're not going to kill all these people, are you?
Do you say this out loud to the god?
Yeah.
He says, I don't kill anybody unless they deserve it. My job is to guard. Now, if you've got business here, move along, don't block the exit.
Oh, we're new here. Who do we need to talk to?
Talk to anyone you like. As you can see, there's multiple stores selling various wares. Whatever takes your fancy. Go ahead.
Don't fuck
If
it.
you've got the means to trade or buy, then these folks are open to it.
We got loads of shit to trade.
Alright, let's look at the list.
I've already got it up.
You can add the fact that they're antiques to them.
Oh!
Woo!
That's a good point. We should just sell like, I don't know,
Rare
a fresh apple.
Very good, Has. Very good.
That's funny. That's funny.
Let's just get our own stall.
I like how it like.
Yeah.
I like how we're in the middle of a.
Have a market stall.
I like how we're in the middle of like a life and death situation, and you guys are talking about what you're gonna sell.
Who's the weakest looking vendor?
What,
The
just cut his
weakest looking
throat?
vendor.
For fuck's sake,
I mean,
Max.
you haven't seen them all yet, so there's there's at least 16 different stalls, manned by various different types. Some are goblins, some might be orcs, some are humans.
We can make a stall.
Are there any like spare tables?
No,
Like a,
No, what
it's
are
bustling.
What are they selling stuff on?
well, it would be, imagine like a market store with like a table and maybe an awning with like a sign above it, but it looks very different to the type you're used to seeing. Everything is more like even the fonts that people use for these signs are alien looking to you in terms of their aesthetic. Like
It's all too new. Is this what the kids like?
yeah.
oh
But
god, they're using ad-lib!
You also notice most everybody here has got some form of metallic, like implant similar to the guards on the door, or some of their arms are fully like robotic prostheses. They're not like.
Can I put on my hat and then just manifest like just part of an eye? Like
If you want, you can do that, yeah. And some people, you see some people's skin in certain patches on their faces are starting to get this
Oh,
like
shit.
scaly, like a pearlescent, shiny silver like scaling on their faces, the foreheads, chins, wherever there's exposed skin. There's areas where it seems to be developing this weird like shiny silver scaling.
Like dragons, like scales?
But it looks like fish scales, but it doesn't look organic. It has a metally.
I'm already covered in
metallic
scales. Have I
quality.
got scales on scales?
Well, you don't know yet.
What we can
But this is
see.
what people here look like, and it doesn't matter what race they are. They're all exhibiting signs of this sort of rash, and some of them are more covered than others.
Yeah.
I go back to the guards and I say,
Can we do magic down here without bringing down the razzers?
I wouldn't advise it. In fact, you must be very new if you haven't learnt that most of the realms are now governed by anti-magic restrictions and effects. Most people here don't even have the means to cast magic at all. That's why we've resorted to using tech to replace what that we lost many moons ago when the changes occurred.
Changes, were they specifically?
You mean you don't know? Where are you from?
We're from here.
Yes. Why come you don't know?
Oh, we got transported in time.
What? Are you a spy? Are you spies? And he lowers this kind of like staff that buzzes and crackles with electricity at you. He's like, prove you're not a agent from the emissary above. Prove to me that you're not
Can you just stab him? Please.
a construct in disguise. And he's like, he jabs you, he shocks you lightly with the staff, and it gives you a little buzzing jolt of electrical.
Might hurt you.
How long is usually how long is
A turn.
is a turn?
6 seconds. We've gone beyond
Yeah,
that.
you've done an awful lot in 6 seconds, and I gotta say.
So Ezra, it's your turn, and you're witnessing this exchange between.
Don't know.
I'm not
It's
so
embarrassingly bad.
well. Yes, there's that exchange,
good.
but there's also the imminent crashing of that construct. He's still thundering along, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Probably warn them that that's about to happen.
Oh, I
Oh.
guess.
They're definitely not going to trust us if one
I
comes.
guess to try and bring down the tunnel, if that's still our aim, I should try and cast some spell.
Well, you're in a different room. Like the staircase is in a separate area of this complex to the passage that you've.
See the back
No.
of the staircase.
Nope.
Oh, shit.
You've moved
Can I
way out of that.
move 30 feet to.
No, it's going to take at least 3 turns of movement now to get back into that passage, and
We've got it, don't worry.
Okay.
unless you dash, it'll probably be 2 turns then.
But then I can't cast the spell.
No.
No. Right, so I'm seeing this exchange unfolding, and I guess I just step in and say, take a good hard look at us, friend. Do we even look like we belong here? You can see something's not right, and we're very honest about that. But would a pair of spies look like this?
So,
You're like that guy.
so yeah, you can try and persuade him to talk him down.
Oh God, I can't get it.
But
Is that a 22 to persuade?
22. Wow. Yeah.
That's actually a really shit roll as well.
No, that's more than enough to persuade him. So he's like, "You're right about that, but you don't seem to be exhibiting any signs of scaling. Like, where you can't have been here long. Are you from like one of the more remote regions of the realm? Where?
Actually, we've been here in this sewer for a few hours, and already this horrible thing is happening to my skin. And I just show a bit of my exposed skin that this is happening.
Yeah, that's.
We can stop. It's awful.
There is no stopping it. If exposure to the forces above causes the change. Any organic creature that has not that spends too much time on above ground will hasten the change. Your organic form is slowly being converted into a mechanical body.
Converted into mechanical? This is strange magic indeed.
So
We got to get out of here, guys.
I'll skip. We'll end that exchange there, and so it's now the construct's turn, and it. Where is it? I've lost my page now. So it's charging down the steps and closes the distance between. Who was waiting? It was Kayla. It was waiting, and Bramble, wasn't it?
It was mostly me.
So
I was going after it, like. So everyone's like ahead, and it's the only person that's really between them and the construct is me.
Well, Cray and Bramble. So you moved in. You didn't move between them yet.
I think you ran off, didn't you? Did you not run
I mean,
off?
I can only do 110 feet, so I probably didn't get there yet.
No, you probably did actually. Yeah. So you're probably just behind Cray and Bramble, but not ahead of them. So this thing is going to attack Bramble probably if he's there like with that sphere. So because you've climbed above it, and Kayla's behind Bramble, waiting to do something. So oh dear, that's a 29 to hit.
Oh shit!
So it smashes its lightning charge fist into you, Bramble. And you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage as its fist strikes your chest, and you also take. Good God, this is bad.
That's not what you want to hear from
No,
me.
you take.
God, it is bad.
And we've been in some bad situations.
You take 11 points of lightning damage as well. So, is this a concentration spell? The sphere, it is, isn't it?
Yes.
So you're gonna have to, if you take a certain amount of damage, I think you have to roll to maintain concentration. I can't remember what the specific rule is.
I think any amount of damage.
Is it any amount of damage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the save gets harder according to how much damage you take.
Okay, so that was a lot of damage. So that's going to be.
How much damage was it?
It was at least 20 something points of damage.
Oof, we are in dire straits.
Something like yeah.
I keep trying to give us questions about it, which is fun.
Every time I look up a rule, that's exactly what happens. I'm like, when I need clarification, you just get the questions, but you don't get the answer. It's like, rah. Well, anyway, do a check for me.
What check?
It is you use intelligence to cast, don't you?
Charisma.
Charisma. So you do a charisma save. Is it a save? I'm assuming it's a save.
I assume so.
I'm looking it up.
19 plus 4.
So is that 20, 21? What is it? Yeah, 21. Yeah. You save. You save. So I just set the difficulty at 20. So I just until we can get some clarification.
Look it up though, because we need to know this stuff as well.
Yeah. So let me know if you find it, Mike. So despite taking that hit and being jolted, your willpower maintains the concentration on that sphere, but then the creature raises its other fist and smashes that into you as well.
Oh fuck! It's holding that one back.
15. What's your AC? Can't remember.
My AC is 17.
Oh, so it misses. So you see that coming and manage to just dodge to the side so that
Nice.
the fist moves past you.
I've found the rule. So the DC is, so you do it whenever you would take damage. DC is either 10 or half of the damage you take, whichever one is higher. So if you took 30 damage, it would be DC 15. But if you took 1 damage, it would be DC 10.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was actually more generous than you
Yeah.
were.
So yeah. Okay. It's now Sif's go.
Okay.
So you've just seen Bramble get struck and electrocuted by this creature's huge mechanical fist, but he's still standing and he's still maintaining concentration on the
Dodge the second hit.
fiery sphere. So
Yeah, I'm very impressed by that.
and you're like you're behind him and Cray Cray, so you can do whatever you like really. This creature which is engaged with them.
Okay. What would be the best way to make it focus on me?
Disrespect his mother.
I don't think it's got any mothers.
Tell it it's ugly.
Your mother was a Duracell.
Your mother was in a vibrator. Probably
true.
And your father was a prostate massager. Right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run on the wall around it, get behind it, and I'm going to try to grapple it.
Okay. Okay, you do that.
And I don't remember grappling.
What song is it?
I know.
It's a large construct.
I know. I'm just trying to get his attention. I don't remember the specifics of grappling.
You make a strength contest against it.
If you want to look that up, it's under your actions if you're using D&D Beyond.
Yeah. It just says do a grappling throw. Do a grappling check.
Yeah, it's a contested strength check against the creatures.
If you click on grapple, it'll tell you.
There you go, dude. Done it.
If you go actions and then click on the word grapple, it gives you everything.
Got it.
It's actually athletics.
Is it more than one size larger than me?
Yes.
I can't do that.
With D&D Beyond, it's never been easier, as they keep saying to us all.
Oh wow! Hey guys, look.
Why aren't you using
D&D
D&D
Beyond. I can access grapple.
Aaron, it's not
D&D.
No, it isn't. It's just one size larger. You're right. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you're medium, aren't you? You're not. You're.
Yeah, I'm
you're
medium.
awful.
Yeah. I'm a big boy. Okay, so let's do a contest.
Okay, here we go.
Strength athletics, so you use. This is weird. You use your athletics modifier, but presumably the creature.
Can you see that?
I suppose
Yeah.
some creatures have
I don't
special
like that number.
athletics thing.
No, me neither.
Yeah, some have skills and saving throws, but
Do
some
you
don't.
have inspiration?
I
This
think I
this
did.
doesn't at the minute.
Please
so.
use your inspiration pad.
I don't remember. Oh no, because I.
Okay,
I
you've got to
already
beat 24. Nope.
He didn't.
So you try and get your arms around this hulking, like, black metal
Mass.
construct.
Yeah.
And you can't get a good enough hold to consider being able to grapple it adequately.
Okay, well that's action 1.
And it behaves as if you're not even there. It's just carrying on, as it oblivious to your
just hugging it.
efforts.
It's not a grapple, it's a hug. Take
Anything
my
else?
love! Take my love!
I'm going to spend 1 key and do 2 unarmed strikes to it
Okay.
from the back. I just
Okey-doke.
want to take.
Does it have a vulnerable spot on its back? Like a little little plug.
A red button that
Yeah,
says
you're like,
explode.
"Ah!"
Well, I mean, if it's like that other one, there might be one of those weird soul batteries inside.
This is true.
Okay, first one.
You don't know.
First one's another 1, so that's the second one of the day. And the other one is 29 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
That's very different.
Yeah. So it's right. So it takes 8 damage, and I shout at it. I taunt it, but I can't. I'm tired, so I can't be asked to shout at it right now. So.
Okay. So,
Your mother was a snowblower.
okay.
And your father was a dumpster truck.
So yeah.
That one, rubbish truck, whatever.
The blows hit it, but they make a minimal impact. Like the barest possible dent in one of its sections of its carapace, and it doesn't turn around yet to do anything.
I'm not done yet.
You're not done. You've got another go.
Yeah, I have another.
Can you do anything like precise, like martial arts, like Fist of the North Star?
No, no, I can't.
You're already dead.
I can't.
You're a monk. What are you talking about? Do anything.
Okay. Oh shit! Hold on.
Cut through the veil.
Why can't I do that in this app? Why can't I expand to see what the fucking thing is?
I don't know.
What were you looking?
I should have Sanctuary on me, and I'm wondering if that's gonna be of any help. I'm grasping at straws here, buddy. I'm grasping at straws.
Sanctuary is good for making them ignore you.
Let's do the full page.
Actually, can you cast Sanctuary on someone else?
No.
Yeah, you can. That's the point of it.
Oh. You ward a creature within range against attack until the spell ends. Any creature who targets the ward creates must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a fail, the creature must choose to or lose attack. Okay.
It's attacking Bramble.
Yeah, so I'm going to cast. I guess I'm going to. No, hold on, because at the end of the long rest, you gain the effects of Sanctuary spell.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
so
don't actually cast spells. It's just you have
Ah.
that as an ability, which you can cast on yourself, I think.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is, because I still have some movement, I'm going to. So wait, what does that do? Oh, it must make a wisdom saving throw before it attacks, right? Okay. So I'm going to jump in front of it, like in between it and Bramble.
Okay. Interpose.
Yeah.
Hey, hit me! Okay, you do that.
And that's and I can spend. Yes, I can spend one more key to get to. Oh yeah.
Kiss it.
No. So I spend a key and I attack it.
Yes.
Which. Is 12 a hit?
No, that's a miss, unfortunately.
Damn.
Despite the fact that this hulking great thing is standing right in front of you now, it shifts when it's preparing to make another attack, and just at the moment when you're like to make a jab, and it.
I was gonna try and stun it.
Stunning strike.
Yeah. Because I remembered I can do that to it.
Rough try.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, good.
Kayla, your
I got
turn.
2 ones. It's great. It's doing really good.
It's Sif now in the tunnel with the thing.
Yeah, he's standing between Bramble and the construct, a short distance ahead of you, up the steps.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
So now would not be a good time to collapse the ceiling because we're still in there.
You could ready your action though. For when they,
Yeah.
I might have to just ready again. I'm kind of just like waiting for like everyone to be clear.
Okay.
To go out.
Okay. So yeah, remember that as soon as the opportunity occurs, you can unleash that to try and collapse the ceiling. So Cray, it's your turn. You just roll in to attack the ceiling.
I attack the ceiling
Okay.
with a 22.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, he's just going for it.
It'd be hard to
I'm
miss it.
confused. Are they still in there?
Well, I attack the stone that's holding up the door.
Yeah.
And just,
The door.
well,
It's
the
sitting there
thing.
on, like,
The ceiling.
Yeah.
The arch.
That's
Yeah.
the one.
Roll damage. So are you focusing on the same area that Ramble is? So this is already weakened.
Let's
So
see, oh god, hang on. I need to add a d8. So it's 8. 8, 9, 10, 11 for my first hit, and I hit it again. I can re-roll those. 19 on the inanimate object.
okay. So yeah, you with that strike, you shatter the block that's already been weakened by the
Another
sphere,
attack.
and as that crumbles and falls down, bouncing off the thing's shoulder armor and glass dome that holds its giant swiveling eye. The rest, being as that's the keystone that bears most of the weight of the like a lintel, everything else starts to just
And I'll-
fall and
I'll
bounce down on the
Try
thing.
and kick backwards out of the way.
So do a Dex save. Also, Bramble and
and
Sif,
Kayla's
can you-
saving her,
Yeah,
had her
yeah, I
action
can,
as well,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Back
hold
at
on.
the back, I think. So.
I had a thing here.
Bloody hell, 28.
28. What did you get,
Jesus.
Bramble?
I only got 14.
Yes.
What about you, Sif?
Yes. So this is a Dex, right?
Dex saving throw.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, baby, 26.
26. Okay. Okay. What I will allow is that Cray Cray, you just like leap back, so you're like jumping down the stairs, like your maximum,
Yeah.
movement. And Bramble and Sif, Bramble, you try to get away, but Sif sees that you're struggling to clear the area where they're falling, and he just grabs you and helps you, like pulls you along. So you guys like jump back out of the blocks that begin to fall down and bury the construct. Demon. Let's see.
Let's get this over with.
What I was going to do if Sif going to get me was, because I still have this flaming sphere, I was going to actually knock it into myself and knock myself back.
Oh wow.
That's good. That's good. I like that. That's creative. And
Okay.
lethal.
Yes.
You know, fuck you up, but I'll be like, I need to man, right?
My hair. My hair.
Slightly less dead than he would have been.
So yeah, the entire ceiling begins to, in a cascade, steadily begin to fall down, like bit by bit, as each bit is then weakened in that area of the stairs, and buries the construct from your sight, and there's just dust and debris flying up everywhere. And for the moment, you've effectively halted its pursuit, because that area just starts to fill with blocks
What was Kayla holding to do?
tumbling down the stairs. What was
Same
Kayla?
thing.
What?
Just to add more to it.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
but it doesn't seem like it was needed.
Okay, so I will say, effectively, you have prevented it from following you for the moment. So
Stars.
yeah, so we're out of combat now. So
Oh good.
what are you guys doing? Are you
Pick ourselves up and try and catch up with
And there's still
I'm
blocks
miss-
tumbling
I'm
down the
missing
steps
friends.
from above.
Yeah. So
Except for the fact I've got like a huge fucking scorch mark right in my chest.
It looks great.
and you're also like I'm also like right on top of you, because I literally just like grabbed you and jumped out of the way.
Oh, how romantic.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Oh, I feel awkward. I'm leaving.
It's like Luke and Leia where they jump over the.
Yeah. It's exactly like that. What's it?
What's up with that?
It's like, I love you. I know. What's going on with you, dog?
So are you guys going to continue down the steps out of the passageway? Into the lit passageway where the others left.
Yeah.
So we'll just fast track to that moment where you join Ezra on the cusp of entering into that market with Bog and Grog.
Okay.
And they've just placated that guard with his persuasion, to convince him to let you through without issue.
Sweet. Well done.
So it's like, how many more of you are there? We don't normally get latecomers.
I think that's it. That's all of us. The 6 of us.
Go on then, don't cause any trouble, and you'll be alright. As I say, there's plenty of vendors to talk to and barter with.
I was still curious, so besides here, where are the other exits to the market?
Say again, sorry.
Besides this entrance, is there any other exits?
Yes, like looking at this huge hall full of market stalls and bustling people, you can see that there are at least 5 passageways that lead out from the side walls into other areas.
I'm guessing that no one's told this guard about the construct.
No.
The fact that he's just down the corridor. I'm really like,
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
okay.
I can tell him, because he's going to think that we...
Let it here.
Oh, I guess he might not know it was with us if we're not there.
Yeah, but the fact that he went to massacre this whole...
Well, we stopped it, so it's fine for now.
yeah, for now,
Shh. It's fine. It's fine.
okay, I mean, if I was like, as like someone that's someone who somewhat follows the law, this is a PI, he's just gonna be like, I guess I'm just gonna follow
He's
the
an
law.
adult detective.
He's gonna be like,
He's a private dick. He. Okay, so before we move away from the guards, Aaron, before we move away from the guards, I fish out a gold coin from my pocket and I show it to the guard and I say, "Is this worth anything to you?"
He's like, depends how pure. I mean, you must be a right bunch of bumpkins if you're still using gold to pay for things where you come from. The only value that has is in how useful it can be in constructing machines now. So,
I see.
if it's mostly an alloy of materials, then it's not much use to us. But if there's plenty of gold in it, it'll be good.
Should be pure. And I put it in his pocket and I leave.
Right, well, thank you.
okay, that's going on.
I'm gonna remove that gold.
Besides you, obviously, I was just asking that, do you work for a faction here, or?
There are no factions, really, anymore. There are underbosses, I suppose, is what you would call them. Each controlling a certain territory or governing certain trade routes and products. This particular market is governed by Yek. He's the goblin chief, and he oversees this area of the.
Excuse me. Thank you. Yak! What is he?
Oh, if you look right to the end of the hall up there, see that big throne on that dais? Well, there he is, presiding over us all, like the big man that he thinks he is.
What is he?
He's a goblin.
Oh, a goblin. Is this a goblin market?
Well, it's a market. There are goblins about.
What are the names of the other underbosses?
Underbosses. Well, how long have you got? It's quite a long list. I mean, there's Rizaril. He's one of the more prominent leaders. I haven't prepared the other names yet because I didn't think that would be a question that you would ask.
What is Rizaril?
He's a drow.
Oh. Interesting. Yak.
Yak, not
Yeah.
yak.
No, not yak.
Oh heck.
What is used for trade?
Parts mostly. If you've got working machine parts,
What about non-working
always
machine
valued.
parts?
Well, it depends what it is.
Oh, good job I picked up all these arms. That trash thing.
Oh yeah.
It's like I say, depends on their salvageability.
Right. I don't understand that word.
I whisper to Cray Cray or just whoever nearby. I'm just like the soul battery thingy.
Mm.
That's worth a lot.
Yeah, let's save that for bargaining with Yak.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get an audience with the bigwigs when we find out who the bigwigs are next week. So, do you want a quick look around this place, or should we go straight to the head honcho?
Have a take in the scenery, I guess. See
Yeah.
what kind of people are here, what sort of things are on sale. Just get a feel for the world and the culture that we're in.
Okay, so like you.
Like how many other races can we see? Is it just goblins, humans, and orcs?
Yeah, there aren't many dwarves. There aren't many gnomes.
Any orcs?
There are orcs.
Good.
Orcs, goblins. No dragonborn that you can see.
Ooh.
Yeah, no elves.
Oh dear.
Halflings don't really seem to be here either. There are humans. There's no Azimar. There's no tieflings that you can see in this area at the minute.
Is anybody reacting weird to me? Like, does this guard seem like he's not? He seems pretty chill about all of our.
Yeah, he doesn't really seem to take any issue. And some of the beings that you see moving about look like they are mostly made of like automata parts. Like they're more machine than an organism at the minute.
Hmm.
What happens when this, I guess this disease takes over?
Oh, well, you will be fully converted into an automaton, a gear-forged creature. And your soul will be condensed into a power stone, which we call soul gems, which have the highest possible value in the under mountain and the under deep and any of the other underground enclaves and habitats that we've taken refuge in from the surface. That's been completely converted by the mechanoids.
So you're all gonna end up a little gem.
Yeah, and they, like I say, they're highly prized, and if you can't defend yourself, people might try to steal your soul gem and use it to power other constructs and
Do you have a
devices.
soul gem?
I'm not a construct. I've managed to avoid conversion.
Oh,
As you
yeah.
can see, I only have some implants and the most minor amount of scaling because I avoid going up there as much as possible.
Could you talk to a soul gem?
You can try, whether you'll get an answer or not.
Will they power anything?
If they have got the correct mount and housing and
Oh man, we've got a prisoner.
sockets.
We need to give it freedom.
What?
What can you reverse the soul? Like, what has anyone ever?
What prisoner?
Not that I'm aware of.
That's just like that was just like a monster.
No one really has the
Use your
power
words.
anymore
Use
to
your words.
perform magic that powerful, and
that was a monster. So we
it's a
can just-
technology,
yeah,
a
we can
process
sell it to the
that is
people.
beyond most of our
person.
understanding.
I don't give a fuck.
Is there like
they're not
stories
they're
of
not
kind
a
of
person
magic that
anymore.
would be needed
How do
to
we
do
know?
it?
Yeah, but
They're
they're
made out of metal.
legends long gone.
And also,
I mean,
we gotta.
fairy
we
tales.
need to
No one
offer
really
them something,
believes
and
that
our money doesn't do it.
it's a reversible procedure. Once you're converted and your essence has been distilled into a soul gem, that's it. That's your lot. You're beholden entirely to the lawful forces that govern this world now.
I don't like it, no thanks.
Yeah,
This
well,
was
none of us
a,
do.
Documenter of stories. Maybe you'd be interested in hearing them. That's true.
I'd be interested in hearing their stories.
Well, there's the legends about the magic that could reverse the soulstone thingy. I don't know.
I think the legends are us, or like people from our time.
Oh shit!
What are you talking about?
How disappointing.
Well, some of the stories are about things like wishes, magical wishes.
Yeah.
If wishes were fishes, no one would fucking starve. You
Yeah.
know, there's no saving someone from conversion.
See, you can sell it.
I don't know whether I need to do Arcana check.
He doesn't believe in magic.
Would we have heard of the
Who
spell
does?
Wish?
He doesn't believe in magic.
You've encountered a
we
wish
do
spell
have to.
before. Yeah, you Twig had.
How to use it.
Yeah, Twig had a wish spell.
We literally have a look blade in the bag.
You have a look blade.
Yeah.
Do we?
I've got this.
You've got everything in that bag. That's the thing. We've been playing so long.
We need
There's
to-
stuff in there that you've never even friggin' looked at.
Yes.
What the hell's this thing?
So we have 175 items. 74.
Could we have used our wish spell
It's
to
quite a few.
prevent the apocalypse?
Probably.
Probably, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. That's why I gave it to you, and instead you used it to open a doorway out of a house to rescue some prisoners.
Wasn't it the hand of Grumsh or something?
Yeah.
That seemed like the most perilous thing we'd ever fight at the time.
I mean,
Oh,
at
this-
the time, yeah.
These orcs.
And did
oh my God.
and it's like severely debilitated Twig for ages because of it.
Oh man.
But then how do you go?
Characters don't know this.
Yeah, and to be honest, it was a heroic action. It rescued a
Yeah.
bunch of people that were being abused. So
Hindsight is 2020.
I'm.
Funny.
But I didn't think you would use it for that. Which again, I'm always surprised.
Never
which is
underestimate how stupid we are.
Exactly.
I've got a whole bag full of cool shit in here. It probably might help.
Who are you
We can-
talking to?
To him.
The god.
Yeah.
Help who? In what way? Help us?
Yeah.
Help the resistance,
Where's the
wherever they might be.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Let's talk about that.
No, you don't want to go messing about with them idiots. It's futile.
Yeah. What? Because they do.
Well, they don't do anything. It's all talk. If they had half the power that they claim to make any difference in this world, they would have done it by now. They've been active for so long.
What if they had a quarter bit more?
Well,
I can't
I
count.
mean,
What, they
look,
resisting?
I don't know where their headquarters are. I don't know who's a member of the resistance. Again, it could all just be hearsay. But apparently there is a resistance. And I've never seen them in action myself.
I say we don't waste time talking to this glorified camera and whatever, and go to talk to the big guy.
Suit yourself. I'll resume my guard duties. Make yourselves happy. And he just turns away and just steadfastly ignores you from that point onwards.
Aw.
Now you have to talk
Why
to.
would
Now you have to talk to more than one character. I'm so evil to you.
He
I
just
guess-
keeps repeating the same thing over and over again when you try and engage him again.
Let's go and have a look at this market.
Thank you, it was nice to meet you, bye.
Oh no, the NPC's he's stuck in his loop now.
They only did like one.
This dialogue tree's ended. God damn it.
He only has one idle text.
Yeah, and it's just him picking like some scab around his implants of his eye.
Yeah.
He just keeps doing that over and over again.
Gross.
Whilst we're walking down, I guess I say to everyone, I guess the more time we spend up there,
What's up,
the
Freya?
faster we'll run through. So
Why are you so restless?
go up there.
Well, I mean, I guess we've successfully found the
Yeah, I think so too.
the civilization underneath the surface that we were trying to find.
What's left of them?
No one seems to be that bothered by our appearance.
Cheated.
Everyone is weird.
Well,
all,
nobody
They are
here
weird.
seems to be bothered by your appearance.
they're all bits and bobs.
It doesn't mean you can
Yeah.
apply that to everybody.
No. There's a lot of metal bits in people. I've never seen anything quite like it. Apart from,
What's she got now? She's got a bit of fluff on her.
I mean, there would have been some
Just 'cause
like,
Con-
mechanical
constructs, yeah.
apparatus,
Yeah, you might have
like
you've seen
delphins
you've
stuff,
yeah
but
you've
what
seen
is just
constructs before.
primitive tools.
You've seen automata before as well,
Yeah.
They're
but
just
not
I
like
assume
these.
these are significantly more advanced looking than the automata
Yeah,
that we've experienced.
They are. They are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good girl.
Well, let's see what stores are here. Are there stores?
There's loads. Yeah, 16 different vendors and stalls for you to.
Maybe we could get a disguise. Is there anyone that sells like armor or anything, or like?
Yeah, you see somebody selling like armor and weapons and.
I'll go up to that guy,
Okay.
that person.
Okay.
Why?
Are we okay
We
to
can
carry on
find-
playing for a bit, or you guys got to go? Max and Mike, what's the plan?
We probably should go in 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah, same for me. We can just finish up something here if you want.
Okay, so you go to a stall that's manned by a like a goblin with like an oversized, large prosthetic like limb. It's like a limb that looks like it probably would have belonged to like an ogre or something. It's disproportionately massive compared to the rest of his body, and it's just got a great big
Wow!
fist.
Look at the size of that whammer.
Yeah, and after the person he's dealing with leaves, he says to you,
Ah, yes, right then. What can I do for you, strangers?
I'll get out those arms I recovered from that dustbin, whatever the fuck it was that bog or someone found themselves inside.
Yeah.
Are these worth anything to you?
Oh, well, that depends. Let me get my eyes on and I'll have an examination.
and he puts some like goggles on that like the elements pop out from them, like different lenses that glow, and like they extend to like tiny cylindrical points, and he starts roving them over the limbs that you're holding.
He's like, yeah, there's bits and bobs in here that could be of use to me. Maybe. I mean, what do you want for 'em?
I don't mind.
Well, you got, I mean, take a look at my wares. If there's something that takes your fancy, maybe we could come to some kind of an arrangement.
He has armor on display. One of them is like this full suit.
Could any of
that
this
looks like light, flexible, interwoven material.
Have we seen anything like this
Never.
up there? Never.
Never.
Not up on
No,
the top.
not in any way or form.
So it could pass for a disguise if we were upstairs.
What's that?
We want to avoid
The armour.
going above, I think, as well.
Yeah, I don't think we want to do that at all, to be honest with you.
Or even like passing guards, near that they were guarding that exit that Cray Cray went towards previous weeks ago.
And there's other examples of this stuff is like plates overlapping ablative angular plates similar to what the guards were wearing around the entrances, and then there's like this full suit of what looks like heavy, larger, bulkier plating.
I'll ask him.
What do you say?
Could I wear this in front of the weird mechanised guards
Which mechanised guards?
that dotted around the sewers and up above?
He's like, well, you can wear anything in front of them, but whether it's a good idea to stand that close to one of them or not's up to you. I mean, you'll probably get killed.
Oh.
I mean, it'll offer a goodly amount of protection against an attack, but he's not going to think that you're special just because you're wearing armour.
It wouldn't like...
I mean, these don't have camouflage or disguise properties. It's just protection against ballistics and energy and what have you. Projectiles.
Ballistics.
Well, you know, explosions and shells and whatnot. Not the shells that crabs have and snails. I mean, like, projectile weaponry.
Weaponry, I see.
I see it, you're simple. So let me say it in simple terms. It's like an arrow that explodes on contact.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
Boomstick crazy.
Does anyone need protection against an exploding arrow?
If I got a scorch mark on my chest, I was looking at the program like, maybe.
Do you want some armour? I might have some wealth with these shit arms.
Is there anything like I can have that's almost like a chest plate I can put inside my hay or something? Just
Like a breastplate.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a chest plate of armor that's similar to what the guards at the entrances and exits are wearing, which is like, you know, overlapping angular plates, but they look lightweight and slim, so it almost looks like pecs and abs, you know, like it's but like more angular looking.
I guess since we can't use our skills down here, shall we say, we're more hand to hand. I don't know that great, so yeah, I'll pick up some armor or something.
Well, what we've got afford is one of these chest plates.
No, it's worth way more than that. I mean, what else have you got to offer me? I mean, I'll take the limbs as like a quarter of the payment, maybe. But, you know, what else you got?
I've got this great axe. Pull it out of the bag.
Right, yeah. And what does it do? Does it fire laser beams? Is it electrically charged?
A laser beam? What's that?
Yeah. You know, like a focused ray of searing energy.
I look right at all you guys. I look right.
Mike, where are you from? Are you from the past?
Yes.
Bloody hell.
That's right, yeah. How did you
What?
know?
Oh, you're funny, you are.
I'm funny, guys.
Nobody said that before.
We're from far away.
Our
Far away in the
our
past.
friend is
Yeah, very far away, over the frigging rainbow by the sounds of it.
our friend is a bit simple. You have to forgive him.
I've
He's
got this-
good natured.
I've got this crank handle from Daggerford Castle.
Daggerford Castle? Bloody hell, that's one of the old myths.
Yeah, look.
Daggerford Castle? It's just a crank handle, that's no good to me.
It's got the symbol of Daggerford on the handle. Look, there you
Yeah,
go.
but if you say so, what am I supposed to do with that?
It's priceless. You can't have it.
Have you got any artifacts or tech that we can trade with?
What's tech?
Mechanical objects and devices.
Have you any use for pure copper?
Yes, copper is valuable. Good, yeah. How much copper you got? What kind of copper?
So I reach into my pocket and I pull out just like a stack of copper coins and I
Oh, I see. Coins, yeah, fucking coins. He's like, well, how pure is it? Gives one of them.
And he
Toss him on.
takes it and he pulls out some kind of like device that projects a beam of light upon the coin and seems to like rove over it in a line. He's like,
Not bad. It's like nearly 90% pure. Yeah, we could come to some agreement with some of this. How much you got?
I've got about 20 of those, but my friends will have way more. We also have gold, platinum, and silver in roughly the same kind of purity levels.
Well, I mean, I'd have to put them through a batch scan, which could take a while, because I can't take anything less than 9% pure. These alloys are just no good to us. We can't repurpose them.
I think we've got the time right now, don't we, team?
I mean, tin's 10 a penny. We don't want tin.
Tin.
Oh, none of this is tin. It's as pure as we can get it. In gold, platinum, and silver, and copper.
Right, well, stump it up. And then I'll batch scan it for its provenance.
What do you guys think?
I provide copper down.
So shall we just stick to copper for now and then see what happens?
Yeah.
Well, if you've got platinum or gold or silver, that's obviously going to be more valuable. We don't use coins, but we can use it in construction and manufacturing.
I thought we'd have more copper. We don't have any copper.
I've got loads of copper.
Oh, have you? Okay.
I've got 1,266 copper.
Oh man, that's a lot. That's a lot of copper. Yeah.
Brass is also good, even though it's not as pure. It's many applications.
What about jewels and gems and crystals?
Yeah, some people value them as ornaments and ornamentation, but they're good for making lasers with diamonds, especially.
Where does one acquire? I say one, but then I say ones. I mean weapons of lasers with lasers.
Oh, they go down a few stores to one of my peers. They'll stock all sorts of projectile weapons and beam weapons.
There's lasers. Can you make swords out of them?
No, what do you want to make a sword out of something that fires a beam of energy for? You'd never be able to control it. You'd just go on, you'd be flinging this thing about and slicing yourself up. It'd go on forever.
Does it attach to anything? Like your arm?
Does what attach to your arm?
This laser.
Yeah, you can get arm-mounted lasers and...
What about shoulder-mounted laser?
Yeah, you can get shoulder-mounted lasers. Why you'd want one, I don't know, because you wouldn't be able to aim it, but yeah. I mean, you'd just as like to blow your own face off.
What if I put one on my face?
Well, yeah, but how are you going to fire the trigger? What are you going to do? Like, do this every time you want to activate your laser?
Oh,
it's
it's got a
silly, isn't
trigger.
it? Just put it in your hand.
Is it like a crossbow?
Yeah. They're like crossbows that
Like
fire a
crossbows,
beam of
guys.
energy.
Like crossbows.
Oh,
You've got a crossbow.
I like crossbows.
So they're down there, are they?
Well, someone will have them.
I'll just
But
pick up-
meanwhile,
pick them up.
oi! I thought we had a deal.
Oh, well, you haven't got any lasers.
Well, I've got armour. I thought you wanted armour.
I'm wearing armour.
You know what to do. Right.
We'll be back. We'll be back.
Well, maybe who needs armour?
Wait, no. We should get these coins valued, though. At least.
Oh, yeah. He does that too.
Get them valued. Then we can see what we can buy. But I need armor because I'm like,
Squish.
I'm literally a bag of straw against robots.
I think.
I mean, I feel like I could use some heavier armor because being a magic user, I've not had particularly heavy armor this whole time.
I literally can't wear armor, or my character isn't useful, so I don't care.
You're nimble anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't know what this armor doesn't look like the armor that you're used to seeing. It looks, just from a superficial examination, it looks and feels like it's made of like nothing. It's so light and slim in comparison to what you're used to seeing in the past that you can't see that it would hinder your mobility in any way.
Okay, well then in that case, I turn to the guy and I ask him, "Do you have any armored robes, kind of like mine?"
Yeah, I mean, it depends what you want. I mean, we've got the full-on survival suit, which has a protective quality, not obviously as resistant as the other armor I stock, but I mean, it's basically applicable in any environment. You can use it in desert environments, in Arctic environments.
Desert.
Right. I just need something that's resistant, but also gives me a full range of movements.
How much is it?
What we call the urban armour might suit you a bit better.
Hoodie.
It's like the survival suit, but it has, which is the foundation, but it has additional plates on vital areas to provide a high level of protection.
How much is it?
And that will not restrict your movement.
All right. How many of those copper coins or any other metals what amount would satisfy our barter here?
Well, as I said, the copper coins will
You can obviously
do
scan
in vast quantity, but like I said, if you've got gold or platinum, that might make the exchange a bit simpler for us all.
How much
How
platinum?
much platinum?
Well, I would say.
I take out a platinum coin and pass it to him so he can see how big it is.
Oh, okay. Well, let's have a look and see. He's like, oh yeah, ding, ding, ding. He's like, that'll do nicely, but I need at least like about 1,500 worth.
Oh my god! Oh my god, that's a lot of platinum.
No, just total value. Just for you, so you understand the value.
Ah.
So what's
So platinum is worth 10 gold, isn't it? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't remember because it's been so long since I've even used currency in this game that anything that I learnt about currency in this game is gone.
So he wanted 1,500 for...
In total for one survival, one armor, suit of armor.
So 150 pieces of platinum.
Or the equivalent in gold
Okay.
or silver. But he's going to need to batch scan it for its purity, so some of it might not pass muster.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah.
bastard. Okay.
Did you say the arms on the boss within? Did you say that was like a quarter of the value, or
Yeah.
would it be? I tell her to very rare living earth. Would it be easier if we scour more resources instead of trying to buy stuff with gold?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
I feel like buying proper equipment with the coins we have is going to make our survival easier, so we can scavenge more. It's kind of an early investment into our futures, as we were nearly killed by a
As not dead.
Yeah.
So I look at Cray Cray and I look at
3 or 4
Paul.
times.
You guys are pretty equipped for the bashing, for the bashy. What do you say? Do we buy things like lasers first, or do we buy armor first? What's worth it? If you can only afford one, like let's say get us all lasers or get us all armor, what do you think? Well, it's a question for
I
everyone.
guess we can always do, like, some people could have armor, some people could have weapons. We just decide what we think would work best, I guess.
I guess having that
Maybe
ranged...
personally.
A good defense is the best offense.
How much damage does a laser do, though?
Yeah, that's
Sure.
Okay, so
maybe everyone should just kind of like go back and think what they want,
let's-
and then go shopping. 'cause
let's
right now
leave
we're
it
just
there,
fucking about.
and you guys can think about what you want.
Yeah.
It's just a thought for spellcasters. If you can't cast the spell,
Yeah.
then you can't fire
Then you need
That's
something.
actually my thing is like,
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god, wizard casts laser!
Leave their cross.
So yeah, we'll pause there and resume next session. It'll give you some time to think about how you want to, like, arm yourselves or armor yourselves.
Shall I add this money that's in here into the D&D Beyond?
How much money do you have? Yeah. Holy fuck!
We've got
What?
2,500 in
What
gold
the?
there.
How the fuck do we
But
have
the
so
thing
much
is,
money?
guys, like, just so that you know, I'm gonna do like percentage rolls to see how much of your
Money is
money does actually
Oh,
pass
shit,
like the
'cause it
value
could be shit.
threshold.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Ah.
So your coin's worth a lot less in the future than it would be in the
I
in
see
the past.
you found a way
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've not put that money into here yet. This is what I've had anyway from like other shit we've picked up. So
See, my app doesn't. Oh, you're not on an app. You're just on.
it's just the website thing.
I think I'm gonna have to start using that because the app on Android is absolutely atrocious.
So, oh, it goes into like mobile mode, which you can also. It is technically the desktop. It's just because the screen's so small, it does like. Because if you shrink down a desktop window, it does the same, and it's really annoying.
Yeah, because
The desktop version is much better.
it no longer it no longer allows me to like click on things to add or subtract values or read more. It's just like what you see is what you get.
So, is there no way to access the desktop version of the
I think I'll just have to log into
You
it
can
with
do
Chrome,
it.
because
You
like
can do it, but you just have to do it through like Chrome.
browser?
So I'll
okay.
just do it on a browser next time, so I'll know.
Right. Well, anyway, thanks for playing, gang. I hope that was fun.
It was.
Thanks to anybody that tuned into our madness.
Madness.
So this session, I've been as we have been over the last few sessions, I've been mingling elements of Waterdeep Dungeon of the Mad Mage from Wizards of the Coast with some DM's Guild modules to help me build this future version of the Forgotten Realms, which includes Forgotten Realms 5000 by MT Black, which unfortunately I don't think is available to purchase anymore because he's revising it, but maybe he'll release an updated version of that soon. Who knows? He's a busy man, busy person. But I've also been using elements from a DM's Guild title called Talos Unleashed, and another one called if I can just find the damn page, Meeting Mechanus.
Nope.
We don't want to do that. And what's this one called? Sorry, gang. I'm trying to be quick.
No,
I
don't worry
always
about it.
fluff this bit. And another one called Rogue's Law by Kim Gjersøe. And they're all available on the DM's Guild. So if you like the sound of some of the stuff I've been playing with here, please go on the DM's Guild and purchase those particular supplements as they're good, and you'll help people, independent creators out, as well as Wizards of the Coast.
Yes, indeed.
It's impossible to avoid supporting Hasbro, but and why wouldn't we want to? They did make this after all. So yeah, and also my DM's Guild adventures are available to purchase if you've got some spare coinage that you want to donate to the cause of Aaron, who is
A very worthy cause.
is
very worthy
unemployed
cause.
and needs work, so buying stuff
Like all writers.
helps me, in this period of time. And my adventures include sorry, I've clicked the wrong thing. Right, my adventures include The Fox and the Fae and Craftmas with Gremlins, and also I contributed a adventure to the Blood Ties anthology, which, being as Halloween's coming up soon, would be a worthy purchase because everything in it is creepy and spooky and horrific, so perfectly suited to that time of year if you're planning on doing some spooky sessions. And that's it. So until next time, thank you. Stay safe, be kind, be creative, and play D&D. Bye.